Alright, Hercules, The Legendary Journeys Season 2. Um, Even though the season has more episodes than what the first one did, this is kind of a step down to me in terms of quality of good good episodes, at least for the majority of this season. Um, the first season had kind of a semblance to where Hercules was coming to terms with the grief that he felt over the wife and the children that he lost that were killed by Hera. Um, and there is one particular episode of a revenge story where Hercules has to harken back to that. And that's one of the episodes which range from alright to forgettable. And I was really disappointed with it. I could say in total there are probably, out of 22 episodes, there are at least 7 of them that I really enjoyed from the season. The first one being when Autolycus is brought in, and a majority of the episodes I like will bring in mainstay characters that have something good or something extremely hilarious about them. Autolycus, who is played by Bruce Campbell, is automatically one of the best things to come out of this season. And I kind of wish that even though Sam Raimi was producing this, Bruce kind of had a schedule, but I wish that more episodes had been done with that character. Salmonius is scarcely seen throughout this, which is kind of fine because he's alright to a little bit annoying to me. Some episodes try too hard with social topics that they try to mitigate into the sort of the Greek world that they wanted to accomplish. Very few succeeded, but I will say that any episodes in this season which concern the centaurs are really good. They're not profound, but they're done better than what you would thought they would be. Because the centaur episodes tackle sort of a civil rights type thing, and usually when shows like this try to take on social topics like this, they usually flop, but this one is halfway decently done. So let's see, Autolycus and Centaur episodes. The other two things which are good about this season are where we get Jason and where we get Echidna. I like the retelling of the Jason and the Argonaut story that they do for the episode in this season, and there's a really nice reference back to the 60s Ray Harryhausen film which they did concerning the skeletons which are brought in, and I thought was really cool. And then I thought that the season would do much better to end with the wedding of Alchemy when she winds up marrying, or when Jason winds up marrying Hercules' mother. Terrific episode. But unfortunately they choose to end the series on a flashback / compilation episode, which I'm not really favorable of those. An episode like that, in the way that it's done, is kind of the reason why I dislike the 5th movie so much. Okay, besides Alchemy, the stuff concerning Echidna in here is really well done. Because it's been a long time since I've seen the episodes. If they ever reran on Sci-Fi, I kind of missed them. But I actually enjoyed rewatching the 2 episodes with Echidna much more now than I did as a kid. I mean, they were terrific then, but they're still really well done now. And there are some interesting twists concerning 3 of the monsters that Hercules slayed in the past being her children. And we see a stark contrast, and really going back to an old saying about how opposites attract when we find out that Typhon is actually Echidna's husband. Besides Autolycus, Typhon is the single most hilarious thing that I see in Hercules. The actor who played him is kind of harkening back to a little more of a sillier time, and he's just an old-fashioned type guy. But for some reason, I just find him absolutely hysterical every time he comes on screen. He just makes a buffoon out of himself, but he's still funny to watch. And let's see, so that covers about, let's see, Autolycus, Echidna, Alchemy, and Jason, and the Centaur stuff. I think really the only other episode that I can say that I liked out of the season is the one which introduces the the water elemental enforcer, which it was sent out to kill Hercules. That kind of harkens back to the Terminator a little bit, and it's actually a nice tribute which is done. And it will be interesting to see what happens in season 3 when that character is brought back in. Overall, besides the few episodes that I liked, I felt that this season was kind of a step down from how really well done that the first one, or the first season, was handled. But it does still have some watchability to it, and I would say it's alright altogether.